So let's help ourselves to the freebies. We've got potato seeds, aka a potato. Well, I don't mind if I do. Oh, please stop. This snack place looks good, but unfortunately I can't get in. But for some reason, our sort are not wanted around these parts. Maybe we have to pay first. This is Canada. Do we have to pay for fuel in advance in Canada? Surely not. Go ahead and grab a little maple syrup for the road. Is the maple syrup free, Jack? That's very kind of you. No, of course it's not free. It's $7 a bottle. And I assume we have to save this dog. But I'm sorry, Mel. I don't even know how to get home because I can't read the map. Oh, and can I shut the door? Can I shut the door? I guess not. We live in the middle of nowhere. I'm sure this is okay to be cutting trees down at 5 in the morning under moonlight. Nothing suspicious about this whatsoever. This is where it ends, guys. Bum cheeks welded to an ATV seat. Take care. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm very excited to check out a new game called Mon Bazou. It's an early access indie game made by one developer, and so many folks have been asking me to check this one out. I don't know much about it, but what I do know is that it's a survival game set in rural Canada, and I'm told it's perfect for folks that like working on cars and modifying them. So I know we live in a trailer, and we've just moved out of our family home. It says that our brother Francis lives nearby, which is good to know. And this is our Mon Bazou, which means beater or hoopty. Looks like a BMW E36 maybe, that we're going to have to work on. The shed lists the jobs that we have to complete. I have to remember that for later. And in true life simulator style, we have to buy our groceries and fuel in the town ourselves. They do suggest we buy a sugar shack, and this is essentially a small maple syrup factory where we tap trees for the syrup. And the funny thing is, I believe we have to drink maple syrup to stay alive. How Canadian. Anyway, here we are in the bedroom of our trailer. It's fairly small, and we can wear any shirt we want as long as it's a lumberjack shirt. So let's go yellow and black. I see our BMW there on the poster. Oh, and I forgot this game features a lot of French language. So don't worry, I got your back. I also don't know how to speak French. This is the kitchen. I'm not sure why we've got so much French fry paraphernalia. Feel free to leave comments, especially if you've played this game before, to help keep me right. The information on the fridge tells us about a car meet every night, and I see that they're looking for pizza delivery drivers, and we can surely manage that. Oh, and take a look at this. Our mum's number should we need her. How sweet, but sorry mum, you kicked us out, so we have to try and see if we can manage on our own. Well, the fridge contains poutine. So the French fries machine kind of makes a bit more sense now. And lots of maple syrup. I mean, I'm sure poutine and maple syrup contains all of our essential food groups anyway. We've got an old PC to save our progress with. And coffee is from Tom Houston, so it might actually taste good. Oh, and can I shut the door? Can I shut the door? I guess not. Well, we've got a quad bike, which looks pretty cool, if a little dirty. This is a frame for a buggy. We have a vat of water. I thought we drank maple syrup. Our BMW, oh boy, she is rough. And a pickup truck, which also looks pretty rough. I know we've got salty coastal air here, but the chrome is extremely rough. This is a generator to supply electricity to our trailer. Man, we don't even have mains electricity. We must live out in the sticks. Let's try the ATV. And I cannot get it to start. I don't know if I'm doing something... I don't know what I'm doing, if I'm honest, and now I can't get off the quad. Oh dear. Why am I stuck here still? I thought the engine had started, but it was just the school bus going by. Well, I've clicked every key I can think of, and I'm stuck here. This is where it ends, guys. Bum cheeks welded to an ATV seat. Good news, I figured it out. If you get to this dilemma yourself, then just click on the seat and you exit the vehicle. In the trailer bed of our pickup is a hoist puller, and I assume this is how we get our truck unstuck, but who says we're going to get it stuck in the first place? Let's explore the nearby area. I guess the truck is our only bet, and hopefully it has some fuel. So we click the seat to get in, we shut the door manually. I really like that we've got to do all this for ourselves. We have the parking brake down here. It looks like a manual shifter and selectable 2- and 4-wheel drive. Let's see if it turns over. It does. And we're lucky, it has half a tank of fuel. If we press the M key, we display the map, but unfortunately the map does not show us where we are, unless it is in French. So how the hell do I know where anything is? Let me know in the comments if you know where our house is on the map. Well, I go from one disaster to the next. Guys, I cannot get the parking brake off. I wonder if I can drive it with it on. No, that's not really going to end well. Let me Google it for a second. Oh, okay. So to release the parking brake, we right-click the brake. I hadn't thought of that. I'd clicked just about everything else on my keyboard that I could think of. Now, you notice I'm looking down to shift gears, which is going to be a little bit dangerous. We're going to have to find a keybind to help us with this one. But this truck is pretty speedy. I see the roof of a house in the distance. So let's go down this way. Whoa, we made it. Oh, it's a neighbour's house. Nice truck. His house and garden are sweet. It is my brother. Hi, Francis. All he has to say to us is that he hates cutting firewood. We've got a to-do list item, so we need to find the shed where the list of jobs are located. Can we drive his truck? Nope. Well, my brother doesn't say much, and he's got quite a forgettable face. I assume we put the firewood here for him, and I have to figure out how to find firewood in the first place. I'd also like to know, why is my brother so rich? He's chilling on the porch at his huge house, and I've got $100 in the bank. I want in on whatever he's doing. I figured it would be a good idea to head into town, but as the map is useless, I have no idea if this is the way, so let's go left and see how we get on. Some of these turns are quite tight. Oh, Jesus, car. You can probably tell by the way the steering wheel is animated, I'm keyboard and mousing this for just now. I do believe you can use your steering wheel and your gamepad to drive the car, and that might be a good idea. We work on the farm, help yourself, so let's help ourselves to the freebies. We've got potato seeds, aka a potato. Well, I don't mind if I do. I'm not sure what the etiquette is for transporting a potato, but let's put it in the back there. Let's jump to check it is in there, and it sure is. And we have cheese curds here, which are not free. And this is to make poutine, of course, with the French fries. Now I understand all the French fry paraphernalia back home. Well, the high street shop has closed down. This is what happens when you rely on internet shopping. Hope you're happy, Jeff Bezos. Oh, please stop. Thank you. The brakes on this truck need a lot of work. This snack place looks good, but unfortunately I can't get in. It says it should be open and the guy is in there making food, but for some reason our sort are not wanted around these parts. Let's look around the side, and it's asking us to place French fry packs here. Oh, so maybe if I plant the potato, then I can grow more potato plants and sell French fries here to the restaurant. That would make sense. So let's see if we can get in the side door, but that is also locked. Well, I give up on this one for today, but I did spot a fuel station across the road, so let's go over there and explore. You're going to see me fumbling to get out of the car quite a lot because there's about 100 things to do before you get out of the car. And let's try and top up the tanks. We've only got half a tank of fuel. I don't really know how to do this. Maybe we have to pay first. This is Canada. Do we have to pay for fuel in advance in Canada? Surely not. This is the coolest gas station ever. We've got engines, tire fitting machines, axle stands, exhausts, all available to buy. Look at the modifications we're going to be able to do to our vehicles. This is really cool. Well, let's go over and speak to the guy behind the counter, but well, actually, look at this. Oh, I wonder if we can use this space to fix up our car. That would be so good. Let's speak to Jack, and he tells us, hey, what's up? Go ahead and grab a little maple syrup for the road. Is the maple syrup free, Jack? That's very kind of you. No, of course it's not free. It's $7 a bottle. I don't really need any, but you know when the door of the chiller is open and I didn't have the heart to really put them back, so we've been duped into buying 2 bottles of maple syrup. And the other annoying thing is, because we don't have an inventory, we've got to carry everything one at a time. Let's try and fill this up. I'm cheap, so we're going to go for regular fuel and make sure we don't wash the interior, and we're not allowed to use peasant fuel. This truck's a wreck, but it only sips on super. Oh well. We learn something new every day. I love that you can see the fuel coming up the spout as it starts to fill up the tank. This is drinking the fuel and has taken just about half of my money already. This game really is a 2024 life simulator. I saw this shop at the end of the street and it's really weird. It's got trailers outside as well as plant pots, but indoors it's got furniture and plants and pet supplies. Very random. Anyway, let's talk to Melanie and see what she has to say. If she's like anyone else in town, it's not going to be too much. Well, she's told us about a dog called Leo that's alone in the woods near the racetrack and the farms. And I assume we have to save this dog. But I'm sorry, Mel, I don't even know how to get home because I can't read the map. But seriously, this is something we should look at in a future episode. Having a pet would be very cool. I'm still trying to figure out where I am and how to get home, but I think I'd be better just retracing my steps. We're well on our way home now, and whoa, watch out, yellow car. Thought he was going to pull out on me there. And we are home sweet home. Let's retrieve my $14 worth of maple syrup and my potato from the bed of the truck. And I didn't notice this earlier. Was this here, guys? We've got a special Christmas decoration. Very cool. We'll put that on the sofa. And let's go and have a look at the shed. Yes, here it is. And we've got loads of tools, bolts, fuel cans, all sorts of things perhaps to repair our cars with. And we've got a whole load of to-do lists sitting out here in the shed. I'm going to put the fuel can in the truck just so we can fill it up with fuel when we are back in town. I really want to start chopping down trees for our brother Francis, but given that it's so dark, I think we'll have an early night and we'll cut down some trees at daylight. I'll see you in the morning. Well, unfortunately, we woke up about 3 in the morning. We've just been filling the car with some emergency food and drink supplies, and I've pulled the chainsaw out of the shed and we're going to cut down some trees for our brother. We live in the middle of nowhere. I'm sure this is okay to be cutting trees down at 5 in the morning under moonlight. Nothing suspicious about this whatsoever. But I know our brother Francis needs firewood, and when I was walking around the back of our house the other day, I noticed we have a log splitter. So we're going to get the log splitter fired up and we'll go and deliver some of these logs and hopefully make a little bit of money in the process. I'm going to be extremely lazy and just back the car up there, and we're going to put the logs in the bed of the truck and we can pretty much throw them in from where the log splitter is. I don't want to carry them too far if I can avoid that. Alright, let's head down to brother's house. Let's go wake him up. I'm checking on the firewood just behind me here. They don't seem to be wanting to fly out. I really like the physics in this game though. You do have to keep an eye on things that are not attached inside your vehicle. Oh no. Oh, I thought all the firewood had just disappeared there, or we'd lost them on the journey, but it turns out by driving over the green circle, it sells all the pieces without us even having to empty the truck bed. Is every piece out? It is. So we sold those, and I believe they were $7 a piece. That's not too bad, and I'm guessing our brother wants some more. Well, we're in a cloud of smoke behind the school bus, and I was thinking about overtaking it, but I don't need any bad accidents to happen. Wait for the bus to get a move on, and then we'll pull back into our property. Because our brother Francis is really greedy for firewood, I'm going to chop down a whole lot more trees. I've decided to leave the maple trees. I'm only cutting down the pines. I've decided to leave the maples because I do know we might need them for making maple syrup. I'm also fighting here with the log splitting machine. One thing I've just realised is you have to turn on the electricity generator outside the trailer in order to turn on your PC to save the game. And if you thought saving the game was going to be a quick process, then think again. I think this is a great place to stop for this episode. We've managed to find our to-do lists. We've now learned how to log for our brother Francis. Maybe we can take that to another level. We now know that there are pizza delivery opportunities out there. And of course, we need to start thinking about making this maple syrup farm. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Please give me hints and tips in the comments and tell me what I'm doing wrong. But most importantly, have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for your support. And until the next one, take care.